Yo, can you guys hear me? If anyone's who's watching or anything, put it in the chat if you can hear me. Yes, no, WL, whatever. But whatever you want. Yes, okay. Well, what's up, man? How you doing? How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. What does TWRP mean? Can you is it short for something? Is it short for something? I don't know what TWRP means. It's a wrestling channel. They hate Triple H and made up the term Noseman. No, I've never heard of them. Is their content watchable? I could probably put a video. The rest. Never heard of them. Is it? I don't know. Wrestling. Let me put TW. Wrestling. These guys. Triple H is a bad booker. Look at Triple H is a bad booker. Dropping the ball with LA Knight. Oh, okay. I see it. I see. Yeah. Not well. I don't know. They don't look like my cup of tea. So I don't know. Question: do you think you'll do JoJo What Ifs, or are you done with them? For the meantime, I have been thinking of. I'm gonna run a few minutes. Oh damn, man! In here, I thought you were gonna be the one to stay. As for JoJo, if you do see this video again back or whatever, I am meaning to go back to doing JoJo content. I was gonna talk about JoJo Lands. I have been catching up with them. I finished Stone Ocean. I'm probably going to be talking about JoJo much more later. I might even stream, talking about that. So, search up for any of that if you want to. But as for the what ifs, I was thinking of doing another one, or I was thinking of implementing them in the shorts. So I might do a short story, mainly because I can't really, in 2 minutes just describe it, where I could easily, talk about it in the shorts, and then I would get probably more people to watch them. So for right now, I'm focusing more on these creepypasta, other type of videos, mainly because they do give me the most viewership and more, outreach from people. But for right now, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, understandable. So yeah, but I will be talking about it. I haven't forgotten about JoJo. I still love them, but that's for right now. I can't really. I'm busy with the other things. So yeah. Let me see. So what type of videos should I put? Like, you're here. What type of videos should I watch? I'm streaming right now. I could be reacting to something you want. Maybe it'll bring people here. What do you think? Debunk the Triple H video. Okay, so you want me to watch the Triple H video? Should I watch the Triple H video? I mean, it's only 17 minutes, but just put yes or no. Yes. All right, you got it, bro. Let's see what this guy has to say about Triple H. Tell me in the. I'm probably gonna be off in a bit, so I'll watch it later. Yeah, go ahead, hey man. Anything will be good, spread the word to anybody, watching this. If I'm alone, I'm alone. I'll be probably watching other wrestling related stuff, JoJo related stuff, even stuff from like other channels that I probably should, that probably don't coincide with mine. I'll probably talk about it. And I might even, cut him up and put him into videos. So, alright. So if you don't watch it right now, it's fine. Is the audio good? Before you leave, is the the audio good for the video? Alright, you got it, bro. Alright. Today is Triple H a bad.
What is up, everybody? NC
JC, and
we're back with Triple H as a bad booker, and this one is about LA Knight, a guy who it's criminal how badly they have dropped the ball with LA Knight. Here you have a talent that, granted, I thought he was doing okay as Max. Pretty sure he's in a goofy fucking comedy role, but he could be better.
And the name at least makes more sense than LA Knight.
Right. But then he goes back to LA Knight. As soon as Triple H comes back into authority, automatically he becomes LA Knight with no fucking explanation whatsoever. That was the biggest thing. It's like, if you're going to take a character and do a change like that, at least have it make sense.
Okay,
right.
So
what is
let's first talk about the major thing. Is Triple H a bad booker? Of course not. I think he is a way better booker than Vince McMahon. Like, let's keep it 100. Triple H at least tries with different people. Yes, a lot of those people are from his former NXT from 2020, 2021, before he left when he had the heart scare. But at the same time, it's not really fair to judge him right now. We're almost in the... Heck, I think we're in a year. Honestly, that'd be a pretty good video, one whole year of Triple H WWE. Right now, I think he's done a good job. Without Triple H, we wouldn't have gotten Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? Without Triple H, the whole Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens bloodline storyline would not have happened. So I can't really say that Triple H is a bad booker. They're going to discuss LA Knight, so let's see what they say more specifically about LA Knight.
This is reason for dumping his stable. All these guys who he was bringing up. What is his reason for dumping the stable, dumping the glasses, and going back to his NXT gimmick?
It was a really weak change. Well, the Max Dupree thing made him give him kind of like a Ric Flair type gimmick, where he's like this rich guy.
Right. Well, and that at least...
I disagree, mainly because the Max Dupree gimmick was to put over Masay and Mansoor. The Max Dupree, I think, wasn't supposed to wrestle. He was a manager now. That was the problem with it. Well, why we all hated Max Dupree was because they basically forced LA Knight, who, yes, he's an incredible talker, but he could still wrestle. Cody Rhodes in AEW said that one of the guys he wanted to bring into AEW in 2019 was LA Knight, Eli Drake. So that doesn't make sense. Why would you put someone who could still wrestle? Yes, he's older. He's like 40. But might as well put him to wrestle. I mean, Brock Lesnar's 40? Rey Mysterio's like 45, 46. Bobby Lashley's 46. All these top talents, they're older. I don't think it's really smart to have have a guy so talented, not just in the promo department, in the interview department, in the talking department, in the catchphrases. Why would you have him as only a manager, And then compared to, Mansoor, he is a high flyer, and Mace is a giant. They kind of failed in their roles because, Mace was in Retribution. That whole thing was horrible. Nobody talks about that. Mansoor, except for the Saudi Arabia shows, he only gets, he's been losing. So, LA Knight was actually, because he was so talented, they put him up to, get these two guys over because they knew that he was going to get them over more than the other guys. And then remember in NXT, he was wrestling, Gunther. He was putting over the other guys like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes over. It's just,
would have kind of melded in with the Eli Drake character that he had in TNA, is that he always went for like that Hollywood actor type appeal. That's what I could gain from him. Granted, he never was an actor, but like the way he carried himself, the way he dressed, he looked like he could be in Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
He looked like a top level star. And it just tripped me out. Like, okay, so you go ahead and you see how he was badly misused in Impact, made to dress up like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, they fired him because he wouldn't job out to Jordan Grace.
Good.
He refused that match, and they're like, all right, Bunkhouse, like, all right, well, you can try to go be a big star in NWA. So here this...
And he did. He became one of the best things in NWA, next to Nick Aldis? Camille? Like, NWA was suffering at that time. I don't think anybody was watching it. Even though they had, like, an amazing roster now, I think about it. They had Thunder Rosa, Ricky Starks. I think Eddie Kingston was in NWA for a little bit. So, a lot of guys that went now to AEW, they were in the, NWA. And I agree with them. It's good that, if it is true that Eli Drake didn't want to job out to Jordan Grace, yes, I made a video about Jordan Grace, about the whole Chris Benoit incident, but I never took it away from her wrestling ability and the way she looks. She's like, 5 feet, 5'2". and she's like a big old power. Damn, my throat. She's like a big old powerhouse. You know, I don't think I don't think it's really cool for someone like a LA Knight's caliber to job to that. So I agree with that. But saying that he went to NWA and was a nobody, I disagree.
Guy goes to NWA out of all fucking companies.
Yeah.
And they mistreat him too.
They did, of course.
Billy Corgan had a top level star on his hands. Didn't once make him a top champ. He was fodder.
The good news is that when Vince does,
yeah, that was a big mistake. They should have made him honestly NWA World Champion. That would have been great, because Nick Aldis was champion. Why would you have Nick Aldis as as someone of that caliber?
Take control again, LA Knight's still going to be there.
True.
He's not going to get. I don't think he's going to get future endeavor.
Nah, well, because he's too good of a hand to do so. But that's the thing too, is that he survives off of being a good hand, and by the fact that he doesn't complain. But at the same time, this guy, he was buried by a damaged product in Bray Wyatt, and this is coming off the fact that he.
Okay, let's talk about LA Knights basically. Since leaving Maximum Male Models, he did good. He got a couple of wins. Then he went into the feud with Bray Wyatt. Now, the problem with that is I think two reasons kind of hindered the storyline. One, Bray Wyatt, I feel like he didn't want to go back to the Fiend because the Fiend was the perfect wrestling monster. It was perfect, but I think he wanted to separate himself from the Fiend. So he created, Uncle Howdy, Uncle Duty, Uncle whatever. And he kind of hindered himself there. And then also, LA Knight was so unbelievably popular that you started feeling like, why is he here? And also, those two were kind of a mismatch. LA Knight is more of a traditional wrestler, while Bray Wyatt, in the same vein, is traditional, but he's not a ring general. And as much as Eli Drake does have the charisma and the veteran status, I don't think he's also a ring general as well. He can carry himself, but I don't think he can carry someone else.
Got over organically with the crowd.
Yeah.
He had the crowd in the palm of his hand during the Bray Wyatt feud. And what happened? Triple H is like, you're not the guy I'm force feeding down people's throats, so fuck you.
And for all the people who want to give Triple H credit.
Okay. To be fair with Triple H, I think he saw the amount of merch money that Bray Wyatt was bringing out to the table. I mean, wouldn't you want to be putting that guy over? I mean, Bray Wyatt, since his return, was selling hotcakes, Freaking, when I went to a live show in around October, November, when Bray Wyatt came back after Extreme Rules, we just got shown a highlight clip of Bray Wyatt's return in Extreme Rules. Everybody was over there excited, putting on their lights from their phones. People were wearing the Bray Wyatt gear. You would think that Bray Wyatt is a big deal, so losing to Bray Wyatt isn't bad. It's just the match that was bad.
For changing his gimmick back to LA Knight, he's been on a massive fucking losing streak.
Dude, he's feuding with Xavier Woods and getting his ass kicked by Xavier Woods right now. Look how bad that is.
Okay. So this is a month ago. Okay, after the Bray Wyatt feud, he was in a losing streak, and that was really hard to see because I am a big LA Knight fan. I love LA Knight. He took a lot of losses, and I think his one win was against Rey Mysterio only because Dominic was feuding with Rey, and so LA Knight took an opportunity from that. So I don't think it's really fair. I think they should have done a story behind that, where LA Knight gets too cocky that he starts realizing that, he starts turning babyface. Because in my opinion, that's what I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see a babyface Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? like I feel like Bray Wyatt is somewhere. Wait, what was I saying? I'm sorry. Um, he's in the level of someone as Bray Wyatt. You know, he's in the top tier talent, and he could be. You know, he can come out. He could be like The Rock, honestly. He could be someone like Triple H, where you look at him, that's a star right there, and because he can talk smack, that'll make people more likable. He has a Rocky Maivia syndrome, where people don't like him when they're a baby face, but then when they turn heel, immediately they like him. You know, people like John Cena. You know, he came with the ruthless aggression. Nobody liked him or paid attention. He became a heel with the Thugonomics gimmick. Everybody liked it. He turned babyface, superstar. The Rock, Rocky Maivia, Die Rocky Die. He turned heel with the Nation of Domination, the Corporation, turned babyface, superstar. Roman Reigns left the Shield, was pushed so much, everybody hated him. They booed him out of the building. Turned heel with the Tribal Chief, superstar. So I think that's what they were trying to do with LA Knight. You know, after the whole Max Dupree gimmick, and then they're bringing in his sister, and he has to do all this modeling thing. I think what they should have done is had like some sort of humbling gimmick for LA Knight. He realizes that he can't be anyone, and maybe he gets help from the fans. He gets them to cheer him. He's so cocky that you can't help but cheer him, like a Ric Flair or The Rock. So you could have done something like that. And right now, I just got spoiled from SmackDown. Right now, LA Knight is fighting Montez Ford. You know, I'm just saying, maybe we could have seen a double turn or whatever. But who knows? Who knows?
Worst member of New Day.
He's lost, 20 matches in the past 8 months?
He's the new Austin.
That's not fair. Xavier Woods, okay. It's because he hasn't won a world championship. Let me get a drink of water. Xavier Woods has a lot of accomplishments. He started the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Big E were in mid-card purgatory. Those guys were doing nothing. They were former IC champion winners. Former United States Championship winner. Kofi in 2009 was about to face Randy Orton. He was feuding with him. So much so that Randy Orton, when he accidentally got hurt, kind of kiboshed that whole thing. And Kofi Kingston has been a multiple time World Tag Team Champion. Big E was a former IC champion. Xavier Woods was doing nothing, and he came up, in storyline. It's a shame that you guys aren't, doing something. We should team up. There you go, the New Day. He has Francesca, his instrument. That's a pretty big deal. He fucked Paige. That was pretty cool. So don't discredit Xavier Woods. Yeah.
So the champ was saying, calling it once Vince comes back, everyone getting repackaged back to their old gimmicks.
Yep.
Welcome back, Max Dupree. Endeavor's gonna love it, pal. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. I mean,
I'll talk about that later. Is there anything else of interest?
Guarantee.
What is Gunther doing with the title?
Gunther hogging the fucking title. He will hog.
Oh, come on. Okay. These guys try hard. Gunther is like the most prestigious champion right now. I think he's a better champion than Roman. When you look at Gunther, you could place him in any time period. In the 70s. In the 80s. In the 90s. The 2000s. He could be in any time. We're lucky to have him right now. We're so lucky. I'm a big Gunther fan too. I don't know.
He's going to hog that title more than he did the NXT UK title.
For sure. Oh, yeah. No, it's not. It's literally not going to come off him until Vince comes back in power.
Yes.
Vince is going to take the title off that fucking skinny, fucking emaciated chicken-looking motherfucker.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too, is even if like Seth Rollins doesn't have a title, like even if they like, isn't Austin Theory the champ now? I can't
he's
even.
the U.S. champ. Yeah.
Okay, so Austin's holding the title right now. Even then, Seth is getting the biggest push of his life. He beat Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
How does that make any fucking sense?
It doesn't. Well, what makes sense is that Triple H is booking his people.
Well, that's the type of guy. Honestly, he would squash LA Knight to Seth Rollins. He would squash LA Knight to any of his top guys.
Well, I mean, he's pretty much squashed him like career.
Okay. I'm only gonna watch a few of this video. What did you say? They call Triple H a racist in this video? Triple H isn't a racist. Literally, okay, all their women's champions, the majority are like Asian. Io, Asuka, Roxanne is Hispanic. Ember Moon is black. His three top women, an Australian girl, an African American girl, and a Mexican American girl. How the hell is Triple H racist? And those are just the females. He loves the Street Profits. He put guys like Angel Garza, Santos Escobar over. He wanted to put Kushida over, but he knew that Vince McMahon wasn't going for him. Now, whether he's a racist, a secret racist, might be something. But I don't think Triple H is an actual racist in storyline, unlike Vince McMahon. He literally said the N-word. That's
otherwise, I mean, he's lost over 20 fucking matches.
Alright, just someone super into cats. Into cats, I mean, sorry about that. Their philosophy: Vince gave 3 black people the world title, and Hunter gave 0 black people the world title. Yeah, that's true and all, but like, Triple H is in his first year. Vince McMahon's been doing this for 40 years. For 40 fucking years. And in those 40 years, he only gave like 3-4 black guys with the world championship. He basically made Bianca Belair Super Cena. If he had Sasha Banks and Naomi, they probably would have been better than what they would have been doing with Vince McMahon. Damage Control is... I know what they were trying to do with it. It failed, but they were good. Asuka is, like, super over than she's ever been since, 2018. Triple H, no, that doesn't make sense. Triple H is not racist. It's so stupid.
He's a jobber.
Guys are stupid.
He literally, when he's on TV.
Wait a minute, have you seen this? So you said that you saw this video. Is he anti WWE, anti AEW, or pro AEW? What is it? Anti-Triple H, anti-AEW, pro-Vince. These guys really... Okay, Vince McMahon did good stuff back in his heyday. Have you seen the stuff we were watching in 2021, 2022? Rhea Ripley. Super over today. She's like a megastar. Everybody in TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. She's a megastar. They gave her the title once, and she lost it back to Charlotte. Gunther was probably going to get jobbed out. Gunther. LA Knight was Max Dupree. They blame Stephanie for what Vince did. Honestly, Stephanie should have done this a whole long time ago. And I'm not discrediting Vince McMahon. Yes, he's a genius. He's probably one of the best promoters out there. There's a difference between promoters and bookers. I learned that from various shoot interviews, people talking interviews, all that stuff. Promoters are the ones that are telling people come to the wrestling show. Bookers are the ones that are making the actual show. Vince McMahon is an amazing promoter. He's the one who made WWE mainstream. And that's great for WWE, but as a booker, he always had someone else. He had a writing team. You know, he had Pat Patterson. Vince McMahon isn't a good booker.
And he's in a match, you're pretty much pre-conditioned to believe that he's going to lose the match.
Right.
That's the problem with it. And bent over backwards for Chris Hero.
Yep.
Unfucking believable.
It's amazing.
They would rather have a fucking bloated Chris Hero than have a young LA Knight.
Ring of Honor is worth so much to them. A dead company owned.
Okay, Chris Hero was bloated at the time, but you also need to remember Triple H brought LA Knight to NXT. I don't know if these guys haven't watched WWE, you know, Triple H's NXT, but he brought LA Knight. He brought Eli Drake to NXT.
Owned by Tony Khan is worth so much to these fucking marks in the industry right now.
And here's the thing. Triple H turned a blind eye.
Well,
he knew everything that was going on, and he turned a fucking blind eye.
Right. Well, and if anything, what he did is he embraced smart culture and he embraced indie culture because he knew right there that is what would gain him the fans online. He knew that it's already a dead business, but what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and salvage what's left, and I'm going to go ahead and make them super fans of WWE. That's what it was all about.
So,
him to physically die. I just want him to mentally crumble from watching everything that he built get destroyed and get buried. I want Vince to bury everything that he loves, and I want him to take all the stars that he tried to sabotage, like Austin Theory, like Karrion Kross, like LA Knight, take all those guys and make them into main event level stars.
Do these guys not get that he fired Karrion Kross and LA Knight? Well, he didn't fire LA Knight, but he basically fired him because we got Max Dupree. You saw how Karrion Kross, his first match, he lost to Jeff Hardy. And it wasn't through ultimate, you know, twist of fate, swanton, 1, 2, 3. It was through a roll-up. And he was the NXT champion. He was like undefeated there. Triple H brought Karrion Kross back. Yes, there's a problem with how Karrion Kross is right now, but I think it's because Triple H now has to still maintain the ones that were being booked good by Vince McMahon, like the Biancas and the Romans, that he doesn't have that much time to do with Karrion Kross. I was hoping now with the brand split he might do something, but it doesn't look like it. Is Triple H a perfect booker? The best booker? No. Is Triple H a bad booker? I wouldn't say so.
You need future in the WWE. You need people who can be in the main event. All three of those guys fit the role. Bring back Bobby Lashley up into the main event.
Let's see how they end it.
Ew. It's right up Noseman's alley, damn it. Thank God he hasn't done anything with LA Knight like that yet.
If he has another month in creative, probably.
Right. So, guys, that has been our Triple H's Bad Booker, episode 20 on dropping the ball on LA Knight.
Okay. Look, I'll say this and we can move on from these guys because it's getting ridiculous. LA Knight, has he been misused? I would say so. Is this Triple H's fault? Probably, because he's now in charge. Or so it seems, because if you've seen the reports and the dirt sheets, you see that Vince McMahon might be talking a little bit to his son-in-law. It's not all Triple H, and he does have Bruce Pritchard there, and he's a bit Vince McMahon fan. I don't know. I feel like it's ridiculous. But yeah, is Triple H a bad booker? I wouldn't say so. Is LA Knight being buried? At a short time he was, but now stuff is starting to get back. We need Trump back in WWE. I saw the comment. That'd be interesting. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't bring Trump after he lost the election. That would have been hilarious TV. Vince McMahon versus Donald Trump, Part 2, WrestleMania. That probably would have been awesome, but they probably would realize they would lose a lot of fans. But yeah, that's it. Triple H finds a cure for cancer. Oh, I bet he stole his idea from Vince. And probably, Triple H can cure, cancer, find the recipe to end world hunger, can make the best world champion ever. Nah, it was Vince. It probably was Vince. So, there's this video, guys. Any more comments or concerns? Or should we move on to something else? Concerned I lost brain cells. Yeah, me too, bro. Let's watch something else. What do you recommend, man? What do you recommend? What should we watch? This is like an open mic night, or a jukebox or whatever. Just put in what you want. Cause right now we ain't doing anything. Get away from these. Pardon my language. These goons, these bozos. Honestly, they should be grateful that Vince McMahon is gone. Jesus Christ. A video praising Triple H. You don't need to watch a video, man. I already praised Triple H like all this video. All throughout this time watching this video, I basically had Triple H's cock in my mouth. But if you want more stuff, I mean, Triple H, he's done good. He's helped SmackDown and Raw in the ratings. He's made WWE more watchable. He knows about social media. Logan Paul. He brought in Logan Paul, not Vince McMahon. Triple H did. He gave Shawn Michaels the bookings for NXT, and NXT is looking amazing. Raw and SmackDown, the only negative thing I have to say about Triple H is that, the brand split wasn't what I wanted. The Bray Wyatt experiment, Karrion Kross experiment wasn't as good as we all thought. I'm pretty sure he's still high on like Ronda Rousey, which is a shame, but what can you do? She is a big star. There's just a lot of things that it's either out of Triple H's, hands, or that, he saw that he can, there were his projects. The Photoshop on that nose, though, I'll give this credit. That is a great Photoshop, honestly. Alright, well, what other wrestling video should you... Let's get away from the Triple H topic. Let's get away from him. We discussed it. Triple H better than Vince McMahon. What else do you want to watch? 'Cause I don't know when I will end this stream. I don't know. Me neither. Do we still do wrestling topics? Do we still do we could do other things? Watch a bum fight? Oh no, I don't think we can do those, dude. I don't think we can do those. I don't want to get age restricted. And honestly, to be fair, I don't find those videos like not cool and all. I don't know. They feel like a low budget UFC fight. You know what I'm saying? there anything else? You know what? Let's watch. Is Jim Cornette a mark? Ooh, that's interesting, actually. Is Jim Cornette a mark? Jim Cornette, I watch a lot of his videos. I watched his shoot interviews. The first time I remember watching Jim Cornette was in TNA. The thing about Jim Cornette is, yes, he is a mark. I think all wrestling fans are marks, especially the ones that think that they can do better, because, you know, we love this wrestling product and we want in our image to see how it is. Jim Cornette has his own image of what WWE, AEW should be. You know, he's a big mark for CM Punk. He is a big mark for Austin Theory. He's a big mark for Charlotte. He's a big mark for Rhea. You know, I'm a big mark for certain people too. You know, LA Knight, Jamie Hayter, Gunther. You know, so is Jim Cornette a mark? Yes. Yes, he is. Let's watch. Let me see. Let's see what's the button. I remember these. Do you remember these videos? I see a lot of people reacting to these. This is crazy. Ooh, it seems there's a new button video. Fuck it. You down to watch that button video, or should we do something else? Is JoJo idea JoJo Part 5 rant? I like JoJo Part 5. Do you hate JoJo Part 5? Interesting. Why do you hate JoJo Part 5? Let's see. Let's discuss. You can make a paragraph if you want. Why do you hate JoJo Part 5? The sounds of silence. I wonder if people got my YouTube shorts. I hope you don't say it's because it's gay. That'd be interesting. JoJo Part 5 was too gay. What's that other channel called? The one that's similar to Cut? It was like a... No, what was it called? It was weird. Channel.
What does she do?
That's crazy. What does she do? Do all cheaters think the same? I think it was this one. Jubilee. Okay. You know, a lot of people watch these videos. Let's see. Do all virgin couples, teen models, spice tolerance, 5 celebrity hookups versus 1 fake, alpha males versus beta males. Who has the fake butt? Yeah. This is peak content. Who is the fake gay member? Who's the fake gay? Who lost their virginity first? Trans, detrans, dick ratings. That's crazy. Who's British? Call the guy who took your virginity. Damn, imagine, and they don't even remember. Alright, there's someone here. What we doing? Alright, let's see what this guy says. Giorno is boring, Diavolo is mid, Koichi and Polnareff are wasted and could have been used better. Trish deserved better. Risotto should have been a bigger threat, and missed his uses in a night. Alright, let's go over this and then we'll, I guess we're gonna, I don't want to end the stream, but we're probably gonna have to do something. Alright, so is Giorno boring? Yes. Okay, here's the thing with Giorno. I feel like Giorno is a character that he already had his arc. You know, certain people have to have an arc. Jotaro's arc was that he had to, you know, rescue his loved ones, which and then increased his emotion to other people. You know, Kakyoin, his grandfather, Polnareff, Avdol. You know, Joseph's arc was to mature and, you know, straighten up so he could save the world. That didn't help him in his, you know, real life. But, you know, Jonathan's arc was to vanquish Dio, and it took him a while. You know, a couple of hundreds years ago. But he created, you know, his son, which then birthed the daughter, which then birthed the son that killed Dio. So there you go. Josuke's arc was to... What was Josuke's arc? Josuke's arc was more of to protect Morio and still, you know, have those principles that his grandfather gave them before he died from Angelo. Jolene's arc is her, you know, getting out of prison. She basically had daddy issues, and when she realized that Jotaro did it for a reason, he wasn't being a dick. He just, you know, he wanted to protect Jolene. That kind of forced her to finally grow up. Johnny's arc was to, you know, come back from the shot he had, his paralyzation. Gappy's arc was to find out who he was and then, you know, come up with his own personality and individual. He's no longer Yoshikage Kira or Josefumi. He's Josuke. You know, and Jodio's arc is probably to get bitches and fuck. You know, get bitches, fuck money. Fuck bitches, get money. Diavolo is mid. I like Diavolo. The character is interesting, but King Crimson is a amazing stand. Polnareff and Koichi were wasted. I feel like Koichi and Polnareff were used to launch us in from the people that watched part 4 to get to understand part 5. You know, Koichi was the one who helped introduce Giorno. Polnareff was the one to introduce the Requiem era. So I think they done their job. I think Koichi probably should have done more, but probably because I'm a Koichi fan. Trish deserved better, and Mista was annoying. And Risotto should have been a bigger threat. Yeah, I think Risotto should have done more. I think he should have done more Trish did deserve better. She got a bad fate, but I mean, it could have been worse. And Mista is useless and annoying. I think Mista was okay. You know, the numbers were a good thing. And Risotto probably should have been better. Also, Polnareff should have died and Kakyoin should have lived. Maybe you're just a Kakyoin fan, you know? Maybe you're just a Kakyoin fan. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see if Kakyoin lived and Polnareff died. I think what the thing is, what would have happened is Kakyoin most likely would have been working in the Speedwagon Foundation, you know? Would he have been in Italy and stopped, you know, Diavolo from conquering Italy? Because remember, he was going for the Requiem arrow. That's when Polnareff stopped him. You know? Kakyoin probably doesn't go to Italy. Maybe Jotaro does? The thing is, okay, so if Kakyoin doesn't go to Italy because of his family or whatever, will Jotaro go? I would say no, mainly because it depends, because if he finds out about Giorno, about the illegitimate child of Dio, he doesn't want to surround him. Why do you think he brought in Koichi? Because if he has the star, the Joestar birthmark, and Jotaro finally meets Giorno, Giorno will be all like, what the, you know, he'll feel some sort of way about Jotaro and would probably try to attack him, which is what Jotaro doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to start anything, which is why he sent Koichi in. A lot of people think, well, why didn't he bring Josuke to Italy? It's because that would have resulted to, you know, Jotaro, who's most likely trying to send whoever as a secret, as a spy, to try to see what Giorno's doing. Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? What is he doing? That'll ruin it, because then Giorno will get a hunch. Oh, what's this guy? Something's wrong. I have some sort of weird connection with him. And then, you know, stuff like that. Any more questions? Kakyoin could go in Koichi's place. Maybe. That'd be interesting. I feel like Kakyoin might... Okay, what if theory? Yeah, there was a guy here who wanted me to do JoJo What If, so here you go. What if Kakyoin lived and went to Italy instead of Koichi? So, the thing is, Koichi learned Italian. And the way he learned Italian was that he used Rohan. I don't know if Rohan would do that to Kakyoin. Maybe as a, you know, like a favor for Koichi, because Rohan has this, like, sort of, like, not love, but has a liking to Koichi because he reminds him of, like, a protagonist, an underdog, which he likes. And so, you would probably do that for Kakyoin. And if he does not do that, and, you know, he goes to Italy and tries to go for it, do you think Hierophant Green could beat Golden Experience? He tries to go for the Emerald Splash. It might go wrong. Kakyoin would learn on his own. He was a genius. Kakyoin is a genius. But I think it'll take a while. You know? Kakyoin could go in Koichi's place. You know, Kakyoin. Talking too much is gonna make me, you know, stutter. Kakyoin would probably... I don't know. He could probably paralyze Giorno from the inside. Remember when he did that to that one nurse? But again, what they were doing was a recon mission. But yeah, wait, let me continue the what if. Okay, so if Kakyoin does that, would he join the gang? I don't think he would also join the gang. he wouldn't join Giorno's, wanting to be a gang member. I think after realizing that Kakyoin would join Team Bruno if he knew about Diavolo. That's true, but the thing is, they didn't know about Diavolo all the way until like weeks later. Cause remember that whole trip with Trish was all a week, and that Koichi left Italy because he realized that Giorno isn't a threat. He's someone who has great morals, is a good person. So he, mission accomplished. And I think Kakyoin would probably do the same thing. He doesn't have any business to be in Italy. He'll probably be like, okay, Giorno, you're a good guy. You remind me of this one guy. Jotaro. He also wasn't a talkative, but I know you have like a true heart of gold. And then says that he reminds me a little bit of you. And then that'll probably be Kakyoin's, input in part 5. Any more questions? Well, he could come back to play a big role in part 6. Part 6 would be interesting because, Kakyoin and Jotaro were like friends. So he would probably be there. He'd probably be a good mentor to Jolene. Because think about it. Hierophant Green can also do the web string type of thing that Stone Free does. And he'd probably try to go to jail. Or would at least try to mentor Jolene on what to do with her stand. And try to at least, tell her that, your father's in danger. There's this guy, White Snake, that's going after trying to bring back our former enemy, and he's trying to go after all the Joestars, and you're one of them. So that'd be interesting. That's actually, Kakyoin in part 6 would be a good video idea, because that's longer than like 3 minutes, and those are the type of videos I want to do, longer than 3 minutes. If it's like a 1-2 minute video, I'd probably just make a short out of it, like the Kakyoin one. I see Kakyoin having sort of a crew. Wait, what? Having a son who has a crush on Jolene instead of a Nasui. That'd probably be a good, relationship triangle. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be interesting. Kakyoin has his own son or even daughter, because remember, Jolene was supposed to be a lesbian because Nasui was a girl originally. Bisexual, triangle, or it could be whatever. Heck, if Kakyoin had a son and it was in part 6, Nasui probably would have been a girl. Because then they would have been like, oh, it's just Jolene, But Nasui, wouldn't that be interesting? I don't know. What would Nasui be doing? He still probably would have had a crush on Jolene. Nasui would kill Kakyoin's son or kill him to save his kid. Probably. Knowing a Nasui, he is unhinged. So he would probably, Nasui would kill Kakyoin. He would probably try to kill him. Heck, I could see probably Pucci brainwash Nasui to go after Jolene's group. If, there was someone else there. Or it could probably be a good arc for Nasui, Have him control his anger, because the real reason he was in jail was because he killed his ex when he found out that they cheated. Was when the ex cheated with someone else. That'd be a good arc for Anasui to control his anger. It's okay to be angry, but not always be angry, you know? Okay, so, Jubilee, I don't know. I don't think I want to do. My question is, what kind of dad would Kakyoin be? I think he'd be a good dad. Kakyoin would probably be more sentimental to his kid than Jotaro, because you know how Jotaro is. I feel like maybe if Kakyoin had a son or a kid, maybe they could do like play dates with Jolene, and or maybe they could be like cousins in a way or best friends. And if it's a boy or girl, you know, maybe a sort of like, you know, childhood crush. I think Kakyoin would be a good kid. The problem with Kakyoin was he had good parents, but because he had a stand, nobody could understand him. That's why he grew a connection with Jotaro and the rest of the Stardust Crusaders, because they had stands. And finally there was someone to you know, help him, you know that he's not a weirdo. That's how Dio kind of mind controlled Kakyoin, because Dio was kind of like showing him his stand, I bet, and doing all this kind of things that lured Kakyoin in to get you know, mind controlled. So I think Kakyoin would be a good dad. I think if he had a son, he could show him Josuke and the Morio guys to show him it's normal. Oh, definitely, definitely. And with the manga showing that maybe Kakyoin was from Morio originally before he moved, I think that would be pretty cool for Kakyoin to, you know, have his family there. I'm pretty sure his parents are there, so Kakyoin would probably be if he had a kid, because he would probably most likely be working with the Speedwagon Foundation with Jotaro. He'd probably be having, you know, his grandparents take care of his grandchildren, you know, his, you know. Yeah. And then much later when the Jotaro comes in, and then they start wondering all these things, because let's just say that Kakyoin had his kid while at the same time as Jolene. His kid will probably be, what, 8, 9 years old? 7? Not only part 6 Kakyoin, but part 6 Josuke and the other Morio guys. Yeah. That's the thing with what ifs. We don't know what is happening. You know, a lot of people are wondering, you know, shouldn't Giorno been in part 6, because he is the son of Dio, and Pucci did say that he brought in all of Dio's kids, you know, and you would think that Jotaro would do some sort of Avengers thing. He would call in Josuke from, you know, Morio, and he would have Koichi contact Giorno. You would think so, because it's the end of the world. You know, so I think it would have been better if, like, we could have gotten something that Enrico Pucci was messing with the you know, the satellites, all that stuff, so there was no communication. Maybe they should have explained that Giorno was so strong-willed and so already like a man of his own, that the other 3 sons of Dio, just because they were all a mess, that they all gravitated to Pucci because they kind of see him as like a father figure, you know, all that stuff. Would Pucci win or lose if Kakyoin, Josuke, and Morio guys were there? Yeah, probably. Depends. Okay, so if he was Whitesnake, he would lose, because Kakyoin, Josuke, and all those other guys. First of all, we just need Rohan, because Rohan's overpowered as hell, but he's probably not going to be there. But I think they could probably beat him with Whitesnake. With Sea Moon, that'll be interesting, because, you know, you try to do its thing, and Sea Moon is kind of like a what is it, like a gravity gravity stand, and it'll most likely mess with them, but I feel like it'd probably be 60-40. But with Made in Heaven, it'd probably be over for everyone. Because Made in Heaven would probably be everyone except the World, Over Heaven, Star Platinum, Over Heaven, and what's it called? Golden Experience Requiem. So there you go. With Whitesnake, he loses automatically. With Sea Moon, I feel like, well, I'll give it to the Morio. Team Joestars. With Made in Heaven, Poochie wins. Damn, my throat. Jesus, I have a sore throat, bro. I have a sore throat, so I apologize. Who would go with Kakyoin, his son, and Josuke to Florida, you think? In my opinion, Okuyasu and Koichi, no matter what, and maybe some other characters. I can definitely see, from that, with Kakyoin, I could see him maybe even bringing, the guys from Italy. And I'll explain in a little bit, but yeah, definitely Okuyasu, they're besties. Koichi is there because, he's one of those guys that are loyal. Maybe Yukako is going to be there. Akira makes his epic return. Maybe, From what I've seen from one of those, Rohan spin-offs, he made his, redemption or whatever. Or I don't know if it was before or after the events of Part 4. But he just went over there, oh, I'm a big fan of Rohan. But Akira is, especially in 2011, with all the electricity being used and being there, Akira's just unstoppable. Akira Toishi is unstoppable. But yeah, Yukako is probably going to be there. If he has a stand, maybe, what's his face? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're most likely going to have kids. Because, again, this is taking place 12 years. Or I don't know. Maybe they could take a trip to Universal Studios or Disney World. They could take a trip to Disney World after beating up Poochie. Hayato, exactly. Maybe if Hayato has a stand, I don't think they would risk it by giving him the stand arrow. Well, maybe. Well, I feel like they might give him the stand arrow because it depends on the person's determination. Hayato's determination to stop his dad from getting cooked from beyond the grave was pretty big to stop Kira. And then what was I gonna say? Yeah, so maybe if Kakyoin is there, you'd probably bring up Polnareff, talk to him. Imagine this: before Kira dies, he has a one-night stand and has a baby. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, but I feel like they didn't have any intercourse because I feel like Hayato is the type of guy to do shit to stick it to Kira. Like, he'd probably fake an injury to go to the hospital. He'd probably do this and that. And when he realized that... Because he realized that his mom was getting more closer. And then once he uncovered that, yeah, this wasn't his dad, he felt this determination and became more, he loved his mother more. And then his mom was like, wait, he's never kissed me or given me a hug. What is this? What's the name of Hayato's mom? Shinobu? Right? Probably like a top 10 MILF, honestly. I could see. could see that. Yeah, probably. That'd be pretty interesting. Imagine Hayato. Imagine that sibling has like Kira tendencies. That'd be interesting. Imagine he's over there trying to raise his brother good, because we all know that Shinobu is, she was not fit to be a mother. You know, she said it herself. She just dated this guy and had a kid with this guy mainly because he was successful and all the other girls wanted him. I'll probably watch this one. Is my mom a MILF? That's crazy. Imagine Hayato saying that. Also, what are you about to say about the Kakyoin Polnareff thing? Oh yeah, I said that that if Kakyoin was there, he could probably contact Polnareff, because unlike Jotaro, he's the type of guy to keep on contact with all the other people. So he'd probably tell Kakyoin. Kakyoin would tell Polnareff about the situation about Pucci, who's connected with Dio, and that's when he would talk to Giorno, because he was kind of like Giorno's right hand man, his advisor from the gang. And unless he dies, because it is 10 years, you know. And even then, he'd probably be in connection with Mista. So yeah, we need this video now. I'll see. Also, how would part 4 change if Kakyoin was around? Part 4 would probably stay the same. The Kira would die. I mean, if Kakyoin was there, because he was from Morio originally. That's what the new manga was saying, that he was from Morio. But then he moved into Jotaro's hometown. So my theory is that maybe Jotaro would probably... There's a chance that Kira might have been already stopped. You know? Maybe part 4 would have started more earlier than when Koichi was going to school. You know? But you know what? I think it's time. That was our daily JoJo talk. Thank you for commentating about, so I can keep my head straight on all these JoJo topics. Assuming Kakyoin is a detective. Yeah, he'd probably do the same thing. He'd probably want to protect his place, you know? Because that's his, like, home place, you know? Why wouldn't he... and he'd probably be befriending Josuke, because realizing that, hey, he'd be like, wow, not gonna lie, that kid kind of looks like Mr. Joestar, you know? And that's when he would tell Jotaro goes sees, and he realizes, nah, this guy is a Joestar. What the hell did this old man do? You know, I feel like a lot of things would be speeding up if Kakyoin was there. And yeah, I could see Kakyoin as a detective, you know? Because he is like an analytical type of person. The way he helped beat, what was his name? Centerfold? I think that's that was the dubbed name. He helped Polnareff get revenge. He was kind of like the strategist, kind of. So yeah, I could see that. What if Joseph died and Kakyoin lived? Should be a video, in my opinion. There is a lot of what ifs. There are a lot of what ifs, my man. And that would be, honestly, depending on the what if, it'll either be like a full-on video, or it just be like a YouTube short, you know? So thank you for saying that. You know, in other streams I'll probably be, you know, getting more information, you know, probably rereading the manga, watch the anime again, just to get, you know, just to, so I can, you know, specifically what that character would probably do, and see how we can go, you know. I'm also thinking of doing some sort of Breaking Bad videos. I've been watching a lot of Breaking Bad. Do you think people will be into that? I know I should have probably been doing it when Better Call Saul was around, but it is what it is. Detective Kakyoin would be sick. Yeah. I could see that. Detective Kakyoin. That'd be a good manga, like a good spin-off manga. Araki should give it. I'm planning to watch it. Yeah. If I want to make a video, you probably should watch it. It's a good series. At least so you can get the memes, you know. But speaking of Detective Kakyoin, that'd be a pretty cool thing. That'd be a good spin-off where he's over there in Morio, and then sometimes he has to go somewhere else to help Jotaro. That'd be pretty cool. What other things do you like? You know, what other topics and all that stuff, so that if I do have an idea, I could, you know, discuss it. Knowing Kakyoin, he could probably do that. Yeah. Just seeing this is setting me back with the best songs to have sex. What if Avdol lived? I don't know. Avdol. Oh, that's a whole video, honestly, if Avdol lived. That's a whole video. But in short term, I could see him, because he is helping. He does help Joseph for part 3, because he realizes that Jotaro might have a stand, and Avdol, who's most likely got his stand just by himself, would help other people with you know, stand problems, and people with stands, and see if they're good people that just need help or bad people that need to be dealt with, you know. He'd probably be in the Speedwagon Foundation too, and then he could retire, you know, with his chickens. All right, well, I think we talked about JoJo good enough. So let's watch a video. All right, let's watch this one. If my double date with my mom, truth or drink. Let's see. Oh yeah. I think he helps Jotaro and Joseph in DUI and go to Italy and stay to help Giorno. I think he died to Diavolo or Risotto. I could see that, you know. I could see him definitely die to probably not Risotto, depending on how the situation is. Diavolo most likely, because King Crimson is just monstrous. And Risotto, while he might have, you would think that his stand Metallica is easy, but if he can't sense you, it'd be like pretty hard, and you know, you probably do. You have to be like, if it's like a one-on-one situation, I feel like Risotto might be able to do something, because he could just create, you know, metal stuff from his blood. But I think he has to concentrate fully with Metallica. Because, you know, when he was going to attack Doppio with Metallica, he had to, like, gather this, like, energy or force with his stand to do the ultimate attack. And I think that's what he does. He has to, like, control himself so he could, you know the body. I think it's easier if he just says, oh, okay, stands. You know, we create all this stuff. And to be fair, he was also torturing Doppio just to get to know the information, so it wasn't really a fight. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Yeah, you ready for the video, man? Put yes if you are ready for the video. And by the way, I might do like not clips, but I might do a little bit of stuff. So I might probably even upload this to the main channel, not just that shorts and all that stuff. But let's watch this video and see what these couples talk about.
What's your favorite sex position and why?
So if the gentleman is sitting on the couch and then the lovely lady comes along and ends up sitting on his lap.
That's cowgirl.
Oh, okay, that's cowgirl.
First of all, I wouldn't even be in this video. I don't know what makes you. It's probably money, because money makes the world go round and round and round and round. But I don't know why you even, you know. But that's what you have to, you know. If you do this video, your parents are going to be like, I double-fisted your father. You don't want to know about that.
Hi.
Hi.
Who are you two and how do you know each other?
I don't know her. I just met her outside.
I see the YouTuber Ninja Mario do something like that. Triple H. Thanks, man. And yeah, dude, those guys, freaking Vince McMahon is in there. They're writing Vince McMahon, cowgirl style. We should. I'm thankful for those. It's gonna sound fucked up, but I'm thankful that those people, you know, stood up and Vince McMahon is gone. Cause, not gonna lie, when Vince McMahon was running WWE, AEW was on top. Now WWE is doing good and AEW is starting to feel low level because now WWE is trying. It's finally starting to do good. So, you know, good job to Triple H. And I love AEW. Don't get me wrong. You know, I love CM Punk. And there are moments where I do love the Elite. But you can't compare to the WWE. Because it's two big different things. You know, it's like a 40, 50 year company. And even in the territories compared to a company that just started like, what, 4 years ago?
Oh, immediately just.
Oh, and by the way, remember you can always talk during the video and not.
Disown me. That's so crazy.
I'm Sharon, and this is my daughter, Lily.
What are you two doing here?
We are going on a double blind date.
When's the last time each of you have been on a date?
2010.
It's like comparing Bugs Bunny to Mickey Mouse. In a way.
Oh.
Right? I'm holding out.
Are you two ready to meet your dates?
Are you ready?
Stop.
I'm gonna have you close your eyes.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay. Is this Love is Blind? Oh my God.
Okay, go ahead and open.
Hi.
How's it going? Jen, nice to meet
Hi.
you.
I'm Lily.
Nah. MILF Hunter alert. We got a Kakyoin over here.
Okay, go ahead and open.
Hi.
How's it going? Jen, nice to meet
Hi.
you.
Oh, and she's into chocolate. I see.
Lily, nice to meet you.
Right. And you can never understand.
Hi.
How's it going? Jen, nice to meet
Hi.
you.
I'm Lily, nice to meet you.
Never understand my feelings.
What's your name? I'm Jay. Jay, nice to meet you. This is pretty much better than I thought.
Well, how do you guys know each other?
This is my mother. Hi. My twin.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, like we just met, so.
Okay.
Should we start with a shot?
Yes, I think so.
I would take shots.
All right. Why shouldn't I date your mom?
You shouldn't date my mom if you are into consistent routine. She's very spontaneous, never has a plan. One day she wants to do this, one day, let's up and leave. Like, let's pack our shit. We're going to Vegas for 3 days.
I didn't feel like doing dishes that day, to be honest. That's what it was. I got up at 6. It's like there's a lot of dishes.
But we all gotta chip in. It's one thing if you guys made a schedule and be like, all right, you know, Mondays, Tuesdays, doing dishes, you know, Thursdays, Fridays, take out the trash, Wednesday, you know, vacuum, whatever. And it's one thing if you're not doing it when you're told to, or if that's not your job, we got a problem.
and I'm not in the mood. And so I just woke her up and was like, if you were going somewhere hot, what would you wear? And she told me, and then I just packed our stuff because I had already booked our flight.
She's really emotionally unavailable.
Exactly, right?
Do you not agree?
I do not agree.
I think you're pretty emotional. I've never seen you cry in my entire life.
So that means I'm not emotionally available?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Emotionally available. I mean, it could be that maybe the mother just doesn't want to show, herself vulnerable to her kid,
Okay.
I will say she's last minute. She's late to almost everything. Like, even graduations is just too many things, right? It's just, sometimes it can be a bit much. Other than that, you're a catch, girl. You're a catch.
It's okay. I am not late.
Okay.
Do you think my mom's a MILF? Why or why not?
That one girl looks like Lisa from Death Note.
I
could
think
see
she
it.
is, yeah.
I think
I think she is, yeah.
That's a cute question.
I think she is, yeah.
it's okay. I am not late.
Okay.
Do you think my mom's a MILF? Why or why not?
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
That's a cute
Most
question.
definitely.
I think
Depending
she
on how
is,
old
yeah.
The daughter is, she looks great.
I think you are.
Oh,
Like general definition of what I think of as a MILF, it's like any mom who's attractive.
A mom I'd like to fuck. Oops. That's what a MILF is.
That's a MILF?
Yes.
I accidentally sent on memes to the PTA about MILFs.
No, you did not.
I thought it was about fundraising.
Yeah, she looks good. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. She looks good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. If you said
Yeah.
no, I might have to fight
Yeah.
you. Do you think my mom's a MILF?
Absolutely not.
Not a MILF?
All right, not a MILF.
I'm joking.
Each
Not gonna lie, if he was telling the truth and it backfired, or I don't know if he, I don't know, he should have said something like, she ain't a MILF to me because I'm old. Something like that, dude. You gotta save yourself from these situations. I learned that from experience.
Each of you take turns and tell us about the first time you had sex.
Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna take a shot.
Can we take a shot?
Yeah, I think I'll take a shot.
Cheers to the past. May it forever stay there.
Cheers.
Why didn't it work out with your daughter's dad?
We just value monogamy differently.
Just say he was cheating.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It didn't work out because I was 19. We were the same person when we met, and I promised him that I would change when I had children, and I did, and he didn't. Do you have any kids?
I do have kids.
How many children do you have?
So I have 2 biological, but I raised 2 as well.
Okay, so you have 4.
Yeah.
That's a good characteristic when a man can raise kids that aren't his own, too.
For I was married for 23 years.
That guy probably grew up a little too early because either, black don't crack or, things can be deceiving.
But Lily's dad died
he
a
looks
little
like
over
he's
a year
like
ago.
26.
So I probably wouldn't be single if that hadn't happened.
My condolences.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, for my date, why did your last relationship end?
Oh my God. My last relationship ended because they failed to show up for me when I showed up for them a lot more.
I just kind of wasn't ready for one. I didn't want to bring someone down with me, you know what I mean? When I wasn't.
Alright, this might be personal, guys. I found Misa in Life from Death Note. This might be a little personal. Are you guys in any shape or form in a relationship? Be honest. This is a safe space. You can, if you're out there, getting it on, or if you're alone, probably alone because you're here, but whatever. Nope, not yet. Nah, dude. Hey, it's all right, my man. You know, I'm not in a relationship, not right now. But you know, those are learning experiences. Even though, if it doesn't go good or not, and whether whose fault it is if you break up, you know, keep your head up.
In such a low spot, so out of respect for her and myself, I just wanted to, you know.
That's definitely respectable.
Yeah.
So it ended okay.
Yeah, it ended, we're still friends. Yeah.
Do you always like stay close to your exes?
We keep it friendly. We make sure to set boundaries.
That's what was going to be my next question. So do I have to tussle? We good.
In what ways is your mom a bad mom?
She could be pretty judgmental sometimes. She's still there though. Like she's still gonna show up. I may not be her speed, but she's still gonna show up.
Sometimes when I'm upset, she's not very good
I
at.
think judgmental isn't bad. I mean, just like what she did, she was able to do something that was bad. She's judgmental and turn it into a positive. You know, she can critique people, but she's always going to be there. You know, she's not always going to be negative to you. She wants, you know, for you to be better.
Handling it.
Good dog.
Like one time I was like freaking out and crying and really upset and hitting my head against the wall, and she just sat there and watched me and didn't say anything.
I was holding space.
You were not holding space. You literally were just sitting there and making it 10 times worse, and I was so upset. You said absolutely nothing.
What were you hoping she'd do?
I don't know. Be like, Lily, it's okay. I'm so
video, right?
sorry that you're upset. Let me help you. You know?
That's what you want me to do next time.
Actually, no, that might be kind of overbearing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What we got? Ooh, everyone go around the table and tell us how much money you have in your checking account right now. Who do you want to start with?
Not me. you go.
Okay.
Come on, Kane. I literally just got paid
Look at that.
yesterday.
Way to open your phone. I like that.
Wait, it is a double date. Yeah, I think you were going for the wrong guy.
It was the side for me.
It's shot time. I respect it.
I'll do that. I think that
like
one's a
to
little
think
too
kinda
more
funny.
personable.
No one wants to share?
Nah, but you were working. Cheers.
Okay, so you guys have to serenade us with some sexy music, but if we think you suck, then you have to take a shot.
Oh, this is like no option. I can't just.
No, you
I
have
can't,
to. You have to sing. It's required.
I can't sing.
God, I can't think of anything.
That's a lose-lose.
Hey, what? Come on. With a little
bump and grind.
Okay,
I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah. Oh, good job, Steve.
With a little.
And we done now?
You know Amarillo by morning? I don't know if that's like romantic, but it's like Amarillo by morning.
Yeah,
Up from San Antonio, everything that I've got
wrestler and all that stuff.
is just
Where is
what
it?
I've
Same
got on.
Okay, I don't think you suck.
Thank
Take
you.
a shot.
I like
Good
it.
job.
Yeah.
That's good.
That isn't white.
What's your favorite sex position and why?
I actually really enjoy doggy because that can happen in a lot of places, not just in the bedroom.
The imagination is going.
I like throwing it back. There it is.
I think I'd have to go
Rescue whether you need them. Goddamn.
with missionary. I'm kind of a classic. Do you want to answer it?
No.
How come?
And
I'm hiding.
I'm going to describe this in such the worst mom way. So if the gentleman is sitting on the couch and then the lovely lady comes along and ends up sitting on his lap, and then you can see their face, and then you can smooch and snuggle and kiss.
Cowgirl.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for this one?
We're about to find out.
Which one of us do you
Hitting it
think
from the
is
side and Steve
kinkier
would've been
and
like,
why?
"Oh, that's the-"
Based on what we have discussed so far, I'm gonna say you.
Do you like kinky?
Oh yeah, I love it.
You thought she was kinkier too, huh?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I'm not gonna lie, the mom in this one, the mom, she has it. She's more like, you know, more personality, more that. No wonder those, like, most likely that, you know, one is for one, But I feel like this guy is starting to get more, you know, with the mom.
I could take a shot. I could take a shot.
My sense is that you're kinkier, and I don't know if it's just that you're younger, but my sense of you with the tattoos and the way that you're dressed, you might be a little bit more inclined to, I don't know, be kinky. Yeah.
Do you?
It's gotta be the worst date
Do your
ever.
best blowjob impersonation here. We have a popsicle to help.
Are you okay with that?
Breathe.
Because I'm down. Okay, you ready?
No, don't look at your mom. Look at Kane.
Oh my God, that's.
What? We're getting an in-person breakfast juice?
So intimate. I'm screaming.
All right.
Anyways, cup the balls.
Right?
You do a little kiss, kiss.
Okay.
What is this video? This is on YouTube. See, someone already left. What is this video? What the hell am I watching? What the hell am I watching? I could be watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure videos. I could be watching why CM Punk and AEW is a big thing videos. Why am I watching this girl slurp a grape flavored lolly ice cream, giving it the Gogok 3000? YouTube, everyone. Yeah.
Make it disappear.
Let's watch Ultimate Warrior Shoot interview. I got you, dude.
Like that.
Okay.
I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Good girl. Good girl.
To my mother's date. Ooh! With her consent, I dare you to kiss my mom.
Well,
I think you should, girl. Why not? Like, I mean, I don't know if you want to do that.
oh, of course I'd be interested.
Okay, what about you?
Or Steve wants to kiss.
Absolutely.
Okay, come on, y'all.
You want to see me kiss a man?
Pressure, the
You want me to show you how it's done?
Honestly, we could
Go
watch
ahead. Go ahead, you braggart.
But I want to see more
This is a
clips.
challenge.
All right, well, I think I'm not going to consent.
I wouldn't consent either.
Yeah.
Without knowing more.
These guys are all.
Cheers.
This is the worst double date out there. The other ones have such energy, or there's either something funny happening. These guys are boring.
Yeah, grab
you're
the
fine.
hand,
You're
make each other
fine.
Ready?
comfortable.
Okay. 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 Okay.
They're going in.
Jesus.
They're going in.
You, whatever.
The other couple. This couple. You know, a peck in the cheek. The other one. Giving each other COVID tests. What the hell?
This is insane.
I didn't know it was gonna be.
It's the tequila.
If I'm watching it, I'm already like.
I love that.
You know,
You're red.
just 2 more
That's
minutes.
cute.
Yeah.
No shots.
Oh, good, it's not me. Thank fucking God. It says, which of you can do the most push-ups? Whoever loses takes a shot.
Oh, you down, man?
Well, you have to. It's
Oh,
not an
yeah.
option.
Sure. You might be able to win.
No.
Solely because I have a rod in my arm, bro.
Y'all should just try.
Okay.
Y'all should just go ahead and try.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Both have broad shoulders.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
4, 5. Okay. 6,
Keep going. Picture me
8,
under. Yeah. Picture me
9,
underneath.
3, 4, 5. Oh,
God damn! What is this? Steve Rogers after an Endgame?
okay. 19, 20,
Oh
21,
my gosh.
22.
We hit the
23,
benchmark.
Okay. 15, 15,
See, and he tired himself out. Dumbass.
16.
Nice.
Are you okay?
Nice.
Cheers, dude. I think.
Cheers, dude.
I won, but goddamn, man, you shocked the hell out of me.
Okay,
Bro,
let's
Light Yagami's got them push-ups, bro. Remember, he was playing tennis.
let's each take turns rating how well we think the dates are going. Rate it on a scale from 1 to 10.
Y'all were so nice to me. You gave me nice lips. So
I
I'm gonna
know,
give mine a
did
10.
If you were on this, which mom or daughter would you go for? Which one would you go for? I'll give an answer once you give one too. Which one would you go for? The miso one? I could see it because of the way she looks. That's probably one of the weirdest personalities though. Me, I would probably go this mom right there. Yeah, I'm a gothic guy. Yeah, I could see that. Me as a man who is who likes to go, I don't discriminate. I don't have a type. I go for everyone. The one most likely to have, that's easier to go with is most likely this mom.
Oh wow.
I'm giving.
She is, she's time. Call me Triple H because it's my time.
Mine a 10.
Yeah, you're definitely my type, and I could definitely see myself going on another date with you. So, tensies.
Oh, it's definitely a 10.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes. Your mom is very pretty and a good kisser.
MILF.
MILF,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've been on a date,
She's a
so
nice
I think it's going great.
You have a kind face and seem very real and great kisser.
All right,
Good
thank
conversation, and you're nervous in all the right spots. So I'm grateful. When I saw him, I was like, oh, this is going well. This is good. I can do this.
I'd say 3 or 4.
I'm thinking between a 5 and a 6, mainly because it seems super awkward.
I'd say about a 5 because, like, even though it's kind of awkward, at least we're like having fun, you know.
True, it is fun.
Yeah, and there's free drinks too.
Maybe
so.
I should rate it higher.
Yeah.
It is pretty fun. I'm having a
Yeah,
good time.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Who would go on a second date?
I haven't ate since 7 yesterday, so I'm good to get lunch.
Why are you not eating? Are you fasting or something?
Well, we don't know what's in Kane's bank account.
Oh, that's right.
That's probably why he hasn't eaten.
So maybe that's why he hasn't eaten. So my treat,
Nah.
like.
All right. There's that video, probably one of the weirdest videos out there. Yeah, I just saw it because it said MILF, and it could have been better. The button one videos are always, a
Why does
treat,
she do that at
which is
noise?
why I want to watch that one. This one is only 11 hours.
Fun fact about
Ultimate Warrior shoot. We'll do a shoot video after, alright? We got you. Let's actually type it out right now. Let's just do shoot. See what's on there. Either on the Hulkster or the... Oh, he did one on Kevin Nash? Let's do this one. This one's broad. I am not going to watch this whole 1 hour documentary on why Hulk Hogan is a piece of crap.
Dylan.
Oh.
He loves.
Alright. So we're probably going to end it with the Kevin Nash suit, and then, there you go. We call it a day. This was like a test trial to see how the stream goes after the Kevin Nash shoot. I'll probably talk what I should do different, I'll do the Kevin Nash one. I think does it say Kevin Nash or just the click? Well, this one talks about the click and all that stuff, so I'll probably talk about that one. I'll do this one. It's 10 minutes. Oh shit. Let me see. Kevin Nash. Oh, wait. Are you talking about Kevin Nash shooting on the Warrior? Or Warrior shooting on Nash? Oh, it's this one. Oh. Goddamn Warrior responds to Kevin Nash. Oh, okay. I don't know. I kind of want to do this one because it looks like it's a better quality. You know? Maybe after that we'll watch videos, you know, on other shoot videos, you know? You know, that's what, you know? Not because I don't want to watch it. I feel like it's like a horrible quality video. So, we'll watch the, man, who's a good shoot? I know, there was another shoot video that was like really underrated. I forgot what it was. We'll watch that later. We could do like a shoot video, you know, live stream. That'd be interesting, right? Shoot interview live stream. But with that being said, are you guys ready for this video? The button. Will you be denied or will we have a match? As Triple H would say, are you guys ready? Okay, are you ready? Yes, we are.
Loves guns.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a fun fact to know.
Welcome to the button, a
What's
speed
wrong
dating.
with having guns? They don't say that, oh, he likes to go, you know. There's a difference between being a weirdo. Triple H's nose man. Yeah, he's the Toucan Sam. Yeah, Triple H's nose man.
Show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Right.
Get out of here.
If two people can
We're
last
gonna
on a date
study.
for 10 minutes,
Let's
they win an
see
all expenses paid
how
second
we
date.
can get girls.
This is the button.
Alright, everybody pay attention.
What's your name?
Lex.
Lex. I'm Farron.
Farron?
Yeah, friends call me Side Rail.
Okay, so wait, why do they call you Side Rail?
Side Rail? Something I came
Side
up when I
Rail?
was like in 7th grade. That's my username on Instagram. It's kind of like a gamer tag-ish thing. I don't know.
Look at each other. What do you think?
I like your tattoos. They're very clean.
Yeah, I like your scorpions.
Thank you.
Rate each other on a scale of 1 to 10.
You go first.
Me or the ladies first, bro?
No, bro. I'm gonna give you a hard 8.
Hard 8? What is a hard 8?
Only because I don't know how old you are.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Well,
I want to say you're like 24 or 25,
24?
maybe. Yeah. Are you 24?
I'm 20.
Oh shit.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, I know it's not bad. It's just you can't drink.
It's funny because like people always like they'll think I'm older, and then some people think I'm like younger. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you definitely
it's
like you
it's
have
a
like
mix.
nice skin, but you have like a really like manly build. So I feel like you look pretty
That's
grown,
not his
but also I
fault
feel weird
that he
saying
looks
that.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. It's just like, yeah.
They're not gonna last. God damn!
Ow!
He broke the button.
Farron, why did you reject her?
Well, because I saw her hand going, and it was the age too.
Thank you so much.
It's the age difference, bro.
Yeah, see you later.
You weren't gonna.
No,
this
like
wasn't gonna
yeah,
happen
have a good
when
rest
she
of your
realized
day
that you were
too.
younger. She wants to go.
Hi.
Drink.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Leah.
Leah. I'm Farron.
What is it?
Farron.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I should probably start out by saying that like I am hard of hearing, so
No, you're good. I kind of am too, because I used to work at the airport.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really like have my hearing protection on all the time. So.
do you also have hearing loss?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe?
Shit. I'm always like, can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do read lips.
I could see these guys
And I feel
doing
like that kind of like helps for intimacy sometimes.
That's crazy. So like, how'd you like pick that up? Like
Lip reading?
Lip reading, yeah.
It's natural. I started to just like notice that I was reading lips more, and then now I can read lips pretty good, but I got a cochlear implant recently as well, that it helps so much.
That's cool.
I can see these
That's
guys
good
doing
that
something.
you got that.
There's like a
Say it again?
vibe.
That's good that you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Why shouldn't someone date either of you?
You go first. I didn't think
I'll
about
go
it.
first. Ah, shoot. Why someone shouldn't? I have to be really real.
Okay, honestly, when you get these certain types of questions, like why shouldn't we hire you? Why shouldn't we date you? Why shouldn't we like you? Try to go for something that, while it does seem like bad, it's redeemable. You know, like I'm always late, but I'm starting to work on it. You know, the judgmental one. I judge people because, you know, when you could say I judge people because I want to see their true selves. You know, type like that.
real with myself. I don't know. I guess that's something I could say. I'm pretty real, like blunt.
I like bluntness.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like I feel like I could
See what
hurt
I'm
someone's
saying?
feelings, but like I'm really like sarcastic and like
same.
I'm like funny, so I don't know.
I love roasts and I love to like be roasted because I just think it's really funny, and I like to make like spontaneous your mom jokes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Like The Office. Have you seen The Office?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, I like The Office.
Yeah. No, I'm just like
Okay, why did you bet in me?
Like I don't feel like we match. You know what I mean?
That's okay.
Yeah,
No,
I can't see
agree.
myself walking like down the street.
Wait, who are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Damn,
What's your name?
Farron.
Nice to meet you. My name's Jasmine.
Jasmine?
Yeah.
Jasmine, is Farron your type?
He's one of the types. He could be one of the types.
Fun fact about Farron, he is Mormon.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was like that growing up?
Well, I grew up in Utah, so it was like pretty normal. But coming here, it was just a big culture shock, and like I guess it was just like really controversial to a lot of people. But
What's the controversial part?
they think we're like praising either the prophet Mormon or Joseph Smith, the dude that wrote the book. We were trying to focus on Christ, so like
Okay.
that's why we stray away from it.
What's the most sinful thing you've ever done?
The most sinful thing I ever done? I don't know. I'm not really like a bad guy.
Oh no. Sorry. Why'd you reject Farron?
Kind of sounds like you don't really know what you're looking for, and it also kind of sounds like you're still exploring and trying to figure out like who you are, like who you want to be.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah. Have a good birthday.
You too.
What's your name?
Jasmine.
Ben.
Ben.
Yes. Alright. So, what are some of your hobbies?
Oh, hobbies. I love to hike.
Okay. Like going on walks, hikes. I like walking with my friend.
Fun fact about Ben, he writes bad raps.
Oh yeah. Emphasis on bad. I will say that.
Okay.
Would you like to hear?
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay. Sure. Go off the top. Give me something to rap about.
The button.
The button.
Yes, the button.
Yeah, I'm blanking all the time right now.
It makes me want to.
Yeah, no, I'm losing it all. It's like on the spot. I'm losing it.
Jasmine, he's a has-been. He can't rap, but I got you, 'cause I got you, not Ben.
We can talk about something else. I'm forgetting all my raps right now.
Are you religious?
No, I think there's definitely some
button.
good viewpoint. Like it's a good focal lens to look through life. But I'm not personally religious. What about you?
I am Christian, and that's something that I definitely want to like raise my children in.
I think anything for the benefit of the children, right? I mean, the whole reason that I'd like to go and do anything.
That's crazy.
It's just that's definitely like a deal breaker. But you're a really sweet guy, and I would love to hear your raps like
If
when
I get
you're
my
more
phone, I got you.
comfortable. Yeah.
Cool. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
How's your week been? What's been like the highlight?
It's my birthday week.
Really? When's your
Yes.
birthday?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Mine is today.
No way! Happy birthday!
Thank you, likewise.
Are you celebrating?
Yeah, so I'm doing this. I'm giving myself the gift of opportunity to connect with people, and then tonight I'm having a birthday party as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What are you doing for yours?
I'm gonna go to church and then I'll go have lunch with my friends and then finish the night off with my family.
Oh, I love that. A good family friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you go to church, you go every
I
Sunday?
do. I go every Sunday.
Cool.
Do you?
I do not. I'm Jewish. So my dad's a rabbi, so I grew up with a pretty strong religious upbringing and whatnot.
Yeah, that's really cool.
How about you?
I was exposed to a lot of crazy things that maybe wouldn't be normal, and like someone who might not have been raised Pentecostal.
Oh, Pentecostal.
Yeah.
Crazy things indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like speaking in tongues and like exorcisms and just like differentiating like good and evil spirits.
Wow.
And I'm really grateful to have like been in that at such a young age.
Totally.
And have been able to witness so much.
Yeah, beautiful. I feel like I'm really enjoying this conversation,
Yeah.
and I think it's just not it. And remind me your name.
Jasmine.
Jasmine, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you. I
god.
appreciate it. I grew it myself.
Judging
Yeah, it's just
from
the right
the,
balance of like water, fertilizer, and soil, and it just springs out, you know.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ask Jacob what's the kinkiest thing he's ever done.
Oh, yes. What would that be?
I'm gonna be honest. I've been pretty vanilla for most of my sexual experiences.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Like how vanilla?
Like I've been tied up before,
That's not that vanilla.
but like it was. Yeah. Okay. Sure. So that I would say that.
Okay. I like nibbling.
Nibbling.
Yeah, not like full on bite, but I do like nibbling on the neck area.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit of choking, but not like to dead, obviously. You know, you
Sure.
want to live through it, you know.
Right. That'd be pretty intensely kinky if it was to the death. Jeez Louise. Yeah. I feel it.
Intimacy wise, that energy just wasn't there.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You wanted someone that
Was he not kinky enough for you?
Not quite.
Stop.
Dylan, nice to meet you. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
Fun fact about Dylan.
Oh.
He loves guns.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a fun fact to know.
Just to like put the record out there, not a Republican, not an NRA member.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So you have a what is it, a gun license or whatever that's called? You have
So,
to have?
fun fact, you don't actually need a gun license in Washington State.
Fun fact, I don't like that.
I'm
Do you
like-
shoot animals?
Oh, fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm a big history buff. I have a gun two from World War I.
See, he's not like one of those like bad gun users as you would think. You know, he's not one of those like they're taking my rights or anything like that. He's just a guy who likes. He probably plays a lot of Call of Duty. He probably likes the way, you know, it feels to shoot. I bet it's fun. You know, he talks about the history. He's like a historian guy, so he probably likes weapons and all that stuff.
One. It's all service.
Yeah, I knew it.
Thank
Guy should've
you.
went for it.
How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
How about yourself?
I'm good. Brittany.
John.
John, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I like your necklaces and your. So you're into jewelry. You're into expression. It looks like.
Yes. So I just like picking out unique things that I like and going from there.
Yeah, I like it.
So Brittany loves R&B music.
Yes, yes, I do. But you are correct.
Okay. What's your favorite song right now?
I wouldn't say it's like a new song. It's Jamie Foxx.
Oh. Okay.
Old school like Bobby Valentino.
Oh.
Aaliyah. What do you like?
Well, mostly R&B.
Okay,
That's what I
okay.
listen to
Yeah?
a lot of. Yeah.
Okay.
John is really kinky.
Oh, are you?
There's almost no limit to what I would try.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, I think there's probably limits that
That's
I
why I
can't
said
think
almost,
of.
'cause
Almost.
there's-
It depends.
Not going into like
Yeah.
pain and hitting.
I mean, with the right person in the situation.
Yeah, when you're in the moment.
Yeah, it changes a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's
Are you two
attractive
attracted to
because
each
if
other?
not, she wouldn't
Oh, yeah,
have been
she's
there.
very pretty.
Oh, thank you. You're pretty
That's what I've
too.
been.
Oh, I'll take
Most
that. I'll take that. Yeah, I like your smile. That
Oh,
was the first thing I
thank
noticed.
you.
So that was, you make a lot of eye contact. So it
I
just shows
do. Oh God.
It
you
shows
know-
confidence.
Oh,
This might be
I
this
like
might
your
be it.
eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and I like your smile too, and you like your jawline when you smile. Like it's nice.
Jesus Christ,
It's
I'll take
like
that. Thank you.
muscular.
Oh, really?
But that sounds weird because it's your face.
I think you are just fun to talk to. and
Thank
it's-
you.
Yeah,
I can
and it's-
ramble.
Oh, you
so.
left? I didn't even.
That's
know
fine.
that.
I love
Okay.
listening.
Okay.
So I like learning.
Me too.
And so that's a huge thing. I feel like if I'm talking, which I'm totally comfortable doing, but
Yeah.
I'm not learning when I do. So,
True.
but I do like your energy, I like your
Oh, thank you.
aura, as you said.
Aura.
But yeah, but you're fun.
Thank you. I
Very fun.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna go red one more time, and if you're feeling it, don't press me.
Alright, since you're back here.
It's been nice talking to you, Red Button.
Oh, all right.
All right, you two matched.
Yes, we did.
Kind of what was the moment you knew I'm not pushing the button?
It was just easy to talk to you.
For me, it was just.
She wants to. It's just.
Really?
Yes, you are funny. I
It's
like that.
I appreciate
And
it.
then
You saw
just
the
some of
biting
the
and the
things you said that you're attracted to, like
slamming and the
writing,
college writing.
especially the order you listed them.
Easy.
So that was
Easy.
That was cool. And
Easy dubs for that guy.
That was a big thing too.
Hell yeah. Well, good luck on this next date. Have fun tonight.
Yeah.
Easy dub. Easy dub for him. So there you go, guys. That's how you get women. Yeah. Okay, so we're done with that video. Shoot time. Yes, it is. Let's watch some shoots. Alright. Talks WCW run. This one would be interesting. The WCW one. That WCW one would be interesting. on his match with Hogan on Steve Austin style, mixed feelings about Bret Hart on the NWO trying to bury Goldberg. Interesting. We'll probably do one Ultimate Warrior shoot, and then should I do a Jim Cornette shoot? Would you want to see that? You like the Warrior? I think the Warrior is insane, dude. I think the Warrior is insane. I think the Warrior is insane. Are you a fan of the Warrior? Yes. Oh. Have you known all the things that the Warrior's done? Like all the stuff, the Katrina one, not a huge one. Not a huge one. Are you a fan of him in real life, or just like the Ultimate Warrior, the wrestler? Yeah, are you a fan of the Warrior, the person, or the wrestler? I know he was a hypocrite. Yeah. Oh yeah, he buried the WWE. Then he went. Yeah, the wrestler. Yeah, the Ultimate Warrior. I could see as a kid why you would be into him. You know, he's like a real life superhero. I do like the way the Ultimate Warrior looks. You know, the way even his promos, even though they made no sense, it just you gravitate to it. You know, you get this certain rush of adrenaline and all that stuff. Then you find out that in real life the guy's a fucking weirdo. So, let's see what his experience with certain people are. So we're gonna be watching the Ultimate Warrior buries Doink the Clown, Hulk Hogan, The Click, and more. Let's watch this video.
Do a lot of the guys down there, Chris Adams. Of course, there were a lot of assholes too. Matt Bourne was down there, the guy that went on to become a dork. He was a real dickhead. Buzz Sawyer, was a real nutcase. I mean, those guys were really malicious. They really tried to hurt you. Bruiser Brody. I mean, a lot of guys that aren't around anymore. I mean, I haven't written my book yet. A lot of the stories about them.
You mentioned Bruiser Brody. What was it like working with him?
Bruiser had his spot in the business, but he was a conniver. He was always trying to figure out an angle to work at all the territories and screw everybody over. He was well, he liked to bum off people. He would never get his own hotel room. He would never, you go out with the guys or something like that. He was never the one to offer to do the right thing and pay for something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And he got everything paid for. That guy
he was always scamming.
Have you heard?
You never knew, and he was always looking out for himself. Like there's another guy that's deceased now, the guy named Jeep Swinson,
Vince McMahon,
who did the Batman movie and ended up dying of a heart attack a few years ago. Bruiser brought him in when he was doing Red River Jack, and I was working the thing with Red River Jack, but he was a babyface. And he had this desire. I mean, he told me in the locker room one time that he wished that he was a heel. When a guy wished he was a heel, he tells me in the locker room, well, be a heel now. You know what I mean? You got to be a heel to make a point of that. You got a problem with me in the ring, but they brought the Jeep Swinson guy in to sort of, he was really green. And we used to, I mean, in Texas, it was a shoot down there. And at the time, I was I didn't quite understand. I like working stiff and stiff and a little snug anyway. And but they used to use the chairs, and they would lay.
Oh, you can't hear me with the video? Should I talk? Should I pause the video, right? When I want to talk. Yeah, I should do. Yeah, I should do that so you guys can also hear, and then I give you my thoughts. All right, you got it. See, this is the learning experience.
Lay him in with the intention of putting me out of the business.
Are you aware of what Hulk Hogan wrote in his autobiography about the match?
No.
He said.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. There's probably like a problem with the mic, I guess. Is everything okay? Yeah. All right.
Said that afterwards, he took the championship belt, came back to the ring and handed it to you in an unplanned moment.
Oh.
And his reason for this was to get sympathy for himself and take the focus off you because he knew at some point he was going to be coming back. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that Hogan's whole life has been a work, and there's nothing about his life that's ever been unplanned. So he probably had it planned out from the beginning.
What's your take on Jake Roberts? Because he's a.
Well, it's like calling a spade, you know, like pot. It's like a pot calling the kettle black. I don't really think, Hogan's a different guy. Nowadays we don't like Hogan because what he said and all that stuff. Back in the day, before, let's just say in 2013, 2014, Hogan was still super popular. And even till this day, Hogan has his fans. But the Ultimate Warrior, who was let's just say not a good wrestler and also not a popular one with the other wrestlers, I don't think he should be, saying stuff about the Hulkster not being good with people.
Character in the business and a person in the business that everybody seems to have a million stories about. So what do you?
Well, I think Jake has probably revealed more stories and more of the substance about himself than anybody else could add to it. I mean, he's a liar, he's a lech, he's a loser. And
I remember watching a video about Hogan doing what was Hogan? No, I forgot. I'm not even gonna mention it because I forgot.
There's not much more to say.
At that time, Ric Flair came in, which first time he worked WWF. He did matches with you and Randy and a bunch of other guys. What were your thoughts on dealing with Rick and working with Rick?
Well, Rick is a two-faced person. He's two-faced. I mean, he's, made comments that he couldn't have matches. I thought he was the best.
Yeah,
I thought he could work with anybody. I thought guys like Ric Flair could work with the broomstick. Right. I think it says more about him than it does about me. I think he's I don't think, different than a lot of people think, that they admire his tenacity to want to stay in the business for so long and stuff. I don't think that's a thing to admire. I think it's a little embarrassing, and it's become pathetic, and he should, be a real man and have found something else to use his notoriety in a more productive way instead of staying in the ring.
How would the company change from the last time you were there?
Says the guy who was over there wrestling in like a couple of matches outside. Like, remember he had a match in Spain against Orlando Jordan, ironically. Yeah, Orlando Jordan, the fucking bisexual guy from TNA. The guy from who was a member? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, when, like, right now, a lot of wrestlers are, like, Dustin Rhodes, Goldust is 50 right now. And there's a certain point where you should, like, no longer wrestle and you should do something else. I think that's what I wanted to say. You know what I mean?
It hadn't really. I mean, there was the clique going on between Nash and Hall and those guys are scumbags. I mean, they're just, you know, the kind of ribs and stuff that they would play and tearing people's stuff up, and they always got ulterior motives to destroy people instead of concentrating on what they have to offer and what they can do. They got to play both sides and try to, you know, damage other people's abilities from the backside.
I would have to agree on Warrior on that. You know, the clique, from all the stories and everything I heard, they were more focused on not hindering people, but having people, you know, like they're doing their own job and then they do something else to bother them. Like I heard stories that they were messing with PCO because he was blind in one eye. I heard, you know, have you seen Dark Side of the Ring? You know, the whole thing started with Sonny, Shawn Michaels stealing Sonny from Chris Candido. All those things, they were always focusing more on themselves. You know, wrestling is all about egos. It's been like that, and it still is to this day. So I can't really argue with the Warrior on that. As for the shoot, I think this is kind of a boring shoot. Nothing really said too different. It's just the Warrior being kind of like hypocritical, you know? So, not that good of a shoot. After a Jim Cornette one, I want to watch a New Jack one. Those ones are beast. Jim Cornette on Hannibal. Jim Cornette on the Montreal Screwjob. On Tammy Sitch. Who has a bigger ego, CM Punk or the Warrior? Are you a fan of CM Punk? Keep it a buck. Are you a fan of CM Punk? He's mid. I'm a fan of CM Punk, and I think CM Punk does have a big ego, and I feel like the Warrior might, you know, only because the Warrior's ego was inflated by Vince McMahon. So I feel like, yes, Warrior has a bigger ego than CM Punk. Because at least Punk's ego has been like minimalized because he's been rejected, all this stuff, and he still comes up, which is in a way admirable, but TWRP is, yeah, I bet. I bet they do. Okay, shit. CM Punk is a whiny crybaby. I don't care. It's hilarious when I see these people fight. It makes wrestling honestly interesting. You know what I should do? I should just do one live stream dedicated to watching like shoot interviews, but I have to pick the good ones. Jim Cornette on Kenny Omega versus Okada. That's the thing. I need to like watch the match to, you know about it. So I'm gonna skip the Jim Cornette one. I'll probably do that one like next time I stream. I'll probably have like a playlist so I can, you know, watch it and all this, you know, perfectly have it there. See New Jack. There's like a New Jack, like there was a good one on New Jack. God, where is it? I should watch like a compilation video or something. New Jack on gay people. New Jack on gay people. I hate the gays. Is this one? Oh, I think it was this one. It was when New Jack died. That's when I remember I started watching these. Yeah, for right now, I feel like the shoot videos, I'm gonna probably do a separate live stream for them. So, yeah, I feel like right now, because this is, honestly, this one is like a starter live stream. Know what I mean? Like, I'm just here, you know, doing stuff and trying to see how it is. Should I do like a reaction on like the top 10 WWE things, top 10 AEW things? Well, actually, honestly, I don't think I have time to do those things. I actually found out I don't think I have time. Jesus. Yeah, I don't have time. Damn. Alright, well, I guess that's it for the live stream then. Ready to go. Dude, I think I'm actually gonna have to call it a day with the streams. I've been streaming for, I think, almost 2 hours now. Is there anything you want to say regarding the live stream? Were there anything that you couldn't hear? Was there anything else, you know, you can give me, you know? Was the audio, you know, mumbling? So are you gonna split it? Yeah, what I was thinking is I'm gonna like separate, like I'm gonna edit some of the videos that I have regarding that. No, it was good. It was good. It was good, bro. Like what I was saying is I'm gonna like separate it into parts. Like I'll, you know, one video is gonna be the Triple H one video is the button one video is, no, we weren't doing really much anything besides those, but I'll be talking about those certain things, you know? Alright, well, since that's it, you said nothing was wrong. Nothing was wrong. I think we're gonna have to call it a day. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the stream, dude. Thank you guys if you watch the replay of it. If it was horrible, my bad. If it's not and you're watching, you know, if you liked it, you know, join me whenever I make another one. I'll hopefully try to do like a schedule type of thing. But if not, oh well. Thank you for coming. Thank you, just someone super into cats, for being here. Goodbye.